Hello and welcome to Buell School. Today we'll be taking a look at the body cam footage of Austin Heiselman, who tragically lost his life after a series of bad choices in mid-February 2023. The night was cold and dark, the streets of Fullerton almost deserted. But the silence was shattered by the sound of sirens as a police car raced through the city, chasing a suspect wanted for several armed robberies. The man in question was 48-year-old Austin Heiselman. He was wanted for an alleged armed robbery a week prior in San Bernardino. A traffic camera identified his vehicle as being linked to the robbery, and now he was driving through Fullerton, desperately trying to evade the law. It was around 1 a.m. on February 10th when the police tried to pull him over, but Heiselman refused to stop, and the chase began.
Take one.
Take one.
In reference to that block for the felony vehicle, we have it. We're at the solid red, Habra and Chapman. Can you run the plate and see what the felonies were, or what the vehicle's wanted for?
There's going to be a vehicle involved in a armed robbery investigation.
Copy that. We are now northbound Harbor, passing Chapman. If we can get 2 units, code 3.
Copy, passing Harbor. Passing Chapman, 10-4.
And we'll take the kilo if available. I don't know if it was covered on the last.
It was a dangerous game of cat and mouse, as Heiselman weaved in and out of traffic, driving recklessly through the streets of Fullerton. The police radios of Fullerton were buzzing with activity as the officers zeroed in on the fugitive. At the same time, in another part of town, a desperate 911 call was made. It was made by the suspect's father, who identified himself as Suleiman, and reported that his son, Austin Heiselman, was being chased by the police and wanted to die.
Police department, can I help you?
Yeah, hi. My son is just being pulled over right now by your department. He called me on the phone. He's in a white SUV, Ford SUV. I believe he's somewhere on Harbor near Lambert, or in that area.
What's your son's name, sir?
My name is...
No, your son's name.
Austin.
Austin?
Excuse me?
Austin?
Yes.
What's his last name?
Heiselman. Heiselman.
Was he being chased by the police?
Yes, he was being chased, and he told me they were coming up to get him right now. And he told me he wanted to go. He just told me he wants to die suicide by cop.
Oh, got it. Okay. Was he armed with a weapon?
Not that I know of.
The 911 call revealed that the suspect's father knew that his son was in a dangerous situation and that he believed that his son was suicidal. Unfortunately, the information from the call was not communicated in time to the responding officers, and the situation ended in tragedy. Heiselman continued to evade the pursuing officers as he sped dangerously through the streets of Fullerton. The chase lasted for 8 miles until it finally came to a stop in La Habra. Heiselman crashed into another vehicle at a red light, causing it to flip over and catch fire. The driver of the other vehicle was taken to the hospital with minor injuries. After the crash, Heiselman got out of his car and ran into a nearby strip mall parking lot. The police were quick to follow, and they released a canine as they approached the corner where he was hiding. The following footage of the responding officer's body cam will fill you in on the rest. Check it out, and be sure to hit me with a sub if you like true crime stories like this.
Son, where'd you find this?
Hey guys, get guns up, get guns up! Someone get a long gun! Give me a rifle! Someone get a rifle! Hey! Blood. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Hey, please stop or I'll set my dog! Boss! Tight! Boss! Right here! Boss!
As you watch the slow-motion footage of Heiselman pretending to get into a shooter's stance as officers approach him, I want to take a moment to address something that has been on my mind. Even though Heiselman was the suspect in this case, I still feel sympathy for him and his family. It's important to remember that everyone deserves to live, even those who have committed crimes. I often see comments online that condemn criminals for being imperfect, and it's something that I strongly disagree with. Just because someone has done something wrong doesn't mean they deserve to die. In the process of creating these videos, I've put myself in the shoes of both the officers and the suspects. I consider how I would want to be viewed if I were in their position, and how I would want my family to be treated. It's a delicate balance because while officers have a right to defend themselves when they fear for their lives, we should still look for the humanity and compassion in every situation. I believe that in these cases, there is often a level of nuance that can't be captured by a single opinion. Nobody is 100% wrong, and nobody should be completely exonerated for their actions. It's important to look at the situation as a whole and try to understand the complexities of what happened. So when you watch my videos, I encourage you to keep an open mind and look for the humanity and compassion in both the officers and the suspects involved. That's what I strive to do with my content. Thanks for watching. Peace.